All right. So to continue about the money order, it was on the ottoman here, right? Well, you see, I about cleared it all off anyway, and I'm looking for it. Then, of course, you look around it. You see again, right? I obviously looked around it, right? But it's a money order. Right? It's not going to hide itself from me if it was on top of the ottoman. And if it fell off, unless other things fell with it too, like I said, it's not just going to disappear totally either. Should be easily findable. Well, I was looking for it most of the morning and it didn't show up till around 12:30 suddenly, right? That's all I know about it, right? Now, I'm not blaming whoever took it, right? Or if you want to pretend they hid it from me, maybe they could have hid it from me somehow. But whatever happened, okay, it was returned, right? But whoever returned it did so without my knowing who it was, who took it in the first place, right? Well, there's only two ways to black someone out. You hit them over the head with something like a bat or a weapon, right? Or you shoot them cold blooded, right? All I'm saying. I don't know what they did. I can't prove it because I have amnesia of it, right? Obviously, if they hit me over the head, like with the wreck or the fall, I survived it real quick, right? Which is just another head injury to me. If they shot me, I must have healed like the Wolverine because of Jesus' spear wound and healing of leprosy. Which leprosy leaves you with sores all over your body. And the spear wound was to the heart to kill him, make sure he was dead, right? Out came water and blood because when you die of being crucified, what kills you is your lungs fill up with water. You suffocate on your own fluids. It becomes difficult to breathe, right? Because you're stretched out in an unnatural manner, right? Well, that's why blood and water came out when they pierced him through. And again, if I made a video about it and you suddenly return the missing item, right? I'm going to notice it either way if I done told you I looked for the money order and couldn't find it, right? Then you're doing something to try and attack me somehow. Returned it, and when I came to, I found it. That's all I can say about it. That's not criminal for me, it's criminal for you. To both remove the money order and then try to return it as well. Under the same guise, right? That you have a right to take it in the first place, which you didn't, right? Now, if you forgive a debt, no matter the size of the debt, either forgive the debt or don't, right? And then I'll pay you back when I have the money myself, right? Anyway, that's about what I owed my mom anyway, or Big Roddy anyway, right? Whoever gave me the $60 because of the being locked out my car once at the other house. But again, if I'm blacking out, it's however long they were here to return the money order, and then they left again, right? What they gonna do? Shoot me and leave me sitting in the chair? Like at the salon? Only thing you can do is shoot him in the chair and throw the money order down and leave, right? Well, then something must have healed me like the fictional character, the Wolverine. As someone was returning the money order as well. Now, part of the miracle is forgiveness. So, like I keep telling the person, I'm forgiving you what you're doing, right? But you're not repenting of it. So, if you don't repent before you die, like all sinners, you go to hell. You go to hell. Not wanting you to, that's your choice. That's your choice. All sinners can repent of their sin. And if I don't know who you are, the Lord is rewarding me for forgiving you and trying to get you to repent yourself. If you don't, you don't. But you got until you die, either of natural causes or someone kills your butt. See, if you're a murderer, you know how to murder people. I don't. I don't try to murder people. There's no reason for me to murder anyone. Even if you sleep with a woman I'm dating, right? Like Zeppelin, I don't care. There's nothing I can do about it, right? A woman ran off with another man, but I still don't seem to care. Why? Because there's other women on the planet. You don't love me? I don't need you. You're a pain in my ass. Worse than the fall. At least that was done and over with, and I was out of the hospital in 3 months. Or 6 weeks, sorry. And was walking by 3 months. Again. Now, if you don't recognize a miracle, that's a miracle. Especially since the other guy in the Bible died when he fell from the third window as well. Though he was more inclined, and he could have been leaning against the window as well, as he fell asleep during Paul's sermon. You ever do that before? Fall asleep during the sermon? Well, he was on the third loft when he did so, or 2 1/4 stories like I was. A loft is another way to say a story, right, in the Bible, as in a building, right? So he was on the third loft when he fell asleep and fell out the window and fell to the ground below and died. Well, I was locked out of my room trying to get in normally first to see if they had a key or something, right? See if I could use a pair of screwdrivers and a credit card. Didn't work there. Security wouldn't help me get into the room, so I'm stuck for the whole rest of the night, right? With nowhere to sleep, right? Except maybe in a lounge chair in one of the lounges, right? So your first priority is to try to get into the room at all possible rational conclusions. Now, if you watch Ninja 3 The Domination, the female character had to jump from a 2 1/4 story. I think it was some kind of, what's you call them? Parking garage. Right. Anyway, she had to jump from that anyway, right? So I wasn't thinking it would be a big deal anyway, just to check the window. And as my last possible way in, right, to the room. So what you do then is you count where your room's at to the end of the hall, and then you go out and do the same, and then you try to get in through your window, and then all you know is you woke up in the hospital. Well, idiot started accusing me of being with my 4-year-old stepdaughter, and only so many people are even aware I have a 4-year-old stepdaughter at the time. And it ain't you, and it ain't you. And people don't normally start off accusing someone of sexual molestation of a child either. No, they don't. No. unless they know something more about the fall. Which is the only other place I blacked out besides the wreck 8 years prior. But even with the wreck, I got into the Navy, passed the bids, even did a psychological and neurological eval before I went to my ship because I was falling asleep during class, right? Which also happened before I joined the Navy when I was still going out to school in both Effingham and Groves, right? So I got my GED in December of '87, right? And started working at the local Rev Cut. Worked there for 6 months, right? Got let go because I was late because I had to ride my bike from the trailer park to 2 miles every day, back and forth, right? So I guess that was taking a little bit out of me, right? More than I thought. But anyway, after that, I started trying to figure out what to do in my life. Um, my granddaddy Lee got me a job with Roger Wood, because him and Dora were working out there. And this is just to show I remember everything but what happened when the guy tried or the girl tried to return the money order. Now that don't mean we had sex or anything either. I don't know what happened, right? But it don't mean we couldn't have, but it don't mean we did either. I don't know what happened, right? So whoever it was, okay, they were trying to return the money order. Now I might got a little bit upset with the person, but I wasn't so upset that they couldn't have just returned the money order, right? But what they tried to do, obviously, is black me out and return it, right? By whatever conversation we had up to that point, right? I don't recall the conversation. All I know is the next thing I know, the money order is suddenly between the ottoman and the end table here, and there it is, like it appeared out of thin air, right? Well, that means someone caused me amnesia to return it, right? And I had that experience twice before with the fall and the wreck, right? So whoever this is involving, even if it's Molly Mark, then right? Whatever's going on here, something weird is going on around me. Like I told you in 2017 when I found the cigarette butt in my house, I don't smoke, right? And there's nothing sticky on my shoes that would bring it in, right? Or there would be more than one cigarette butt brought into the house. And see, I don't smoke. So unless someone around me smokes, right, and dropped a butt in the house when they were going to the house, someone's also breaking in when I go out. Though I didn't go out all morning because I needed the money from the money order, right? And put some of the money in the bank, like I said, and then again, right? Kept some of it, right? For myself, for yourself. Now, this person knows whatever they're doing to me, I'm healing of it, but they're taking advantage of it, right? They're not supposed to be doing all this, right? Now, I'm not trying to get them in trouble. I just want them to what? Stop doing it, right? I don't know who it is anyway. Well, if the satellites are watching you, I guess no one else knows who it is either. Though remember, they are the eye in the sky, looking at you. They can read your mind. They are the maker of rules, dealing with fools. Okay. You figure it out.